What's going on, Shady people? ShadyPenguinn here, bringing you another live Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today against a subscriber/follower on Twitter. And before we get started, if you can, please show some Shady love to that like button right below this video. Remember, if this video reaches 1,500 likes, I will keep 2 videos a day coming your way. That is what I say. Now today, like I said, battling Yuno, subscriber. Her Twitter link will be in the description below. Actually, we had already had a battle. I'm using my mixed tier team again. We're in a mixed battle. And we actually already had a battle. I mentioned it in my last video, but she popped me completely. The hacks were on her side, but not only that, her team was incredible. She played incredibly. Unfortunately, the audio on that video got destroyed and screwed up, but I did lose. I have no problem. You guys know I upload losses all the time, but it was a really fun game. It was, but the audio got destroyed. It was basically, I recorded the in-game audio, and it messed it up, and it was too low. I couldn't extract it, and it would have annoyed you guys. So I was like, let me just have a rematch with her. She obliged, and she won the first one. So we're going to go over the team again really quick so you guys can place your bets in the comment section below. Make sure you let me know who is going to be the MVP. You take $20 from your mother's wallet, slap it on your computer desk, and see if you can double up. But we have Chompers, the Sharpedo, Cofragius, the Coffin, the Cofragius, Gold, the Typhlosion, Olympics, the Braviary, because you guys asked for Braviary to come back, Noivern, and Scizor. So it's a mixed tier battle. Basically, the only rule I have is don't bring more than 2 OU Pokemon. Let's hit battle start. We're going to see what my opponent is bringing. I told her that if she wanted to bring the same team, she could. If she didn't want to, she didn't have to. But she decided to switch up her team a little bit. I think the only thing she did different was she's bringing Entei now. Yeah, everything else is the same. So you got Rotom Meow, Doublade, Slowking, Entei, Zoroark, and Nidoking. So that Zoroark did cause me a problem last time. I think this time I'm actually going to lead off. I'm going to lead off the same way. I'm going to lead off with my Sharpedo. Because I really like leading with Sharpedo. You can protect and scout. Actually, in the battle I had against Yuno, the first one, I didn't protect, and I went down to a Focus Blast immediately. So first turn Sharpedo was gone, which sucked. And that kind of threw the whole game in her momentum. One of the main reasons why she definitely she made the right play by going for that Focus Blast, not over-predicting or anything on her part. So she did the right thing. I made the stupid play. And I just went straight away for a Waterfall. I mean, I went for a Crunch because it looked like a Slowbro, but it was a Zoroark, and I knew it was Zoroark. I even said Zoroark. So here's the Nidoking. I don't know if this is actually Nidoking. If it is, though, she's going to switch out. No matter what, protect and get the speed boost so you outspeed, which is what I should have done the first time. I don't know why I didn't do it the first time, but Nidoking is going to open up. I'm going to protect. Because it stayed in, I'm pretty sure that Nidoking is either Scarfed or that's Zoroark. We're going to see what move it goes for. Goes for the Focus Blast, so it is the Zoroark. I should outspeed now, since I have my speed boost. And a Focus Blast will one-shot me, but a Waterfall will one-shot the Zoroark. So unless it's Choice Scarfed, which I don't think it will be, we're going to go over a Waterfall here. I do outspeed. It should one-shot unless it's Focus Sash, which I guess most Zoroark are Focus Sash. But that's going to bring it down to its Sash, which means if my opponent lands this Focus Blast, it's going to be Deja Vu. I'm going to lose some health because of Life Orb. There's... Oh, Flint! Oh my gosh, it looks like we've traded hacks positions. It looks like the hacks have decided that I am worthy. Apparently, that's what they've decided. Alright, I think the Slowking is going to come in. Judging by everything else on my opponent's team, actually the Sharpedo might be able to sweep. I'm going to go for a Crunch here, expecting the Slowking to come in. He actually goes down into the Doublade, which just the same does not want to take a Crunch. I know it's Eviolite, so it might not do more than half, but I would love it if it was a 2-hit KO. It is going to be a 2-hit KO, and we might actually have a little Chomper sweep here. We might have a little Chomper sweep, which if we do, looking at my opponent's team, I'm going to go for another Crunch. I think the Entei might come in, or the Rotom Meow, but the Rotom Meow doesn't want to take a Crunch either. We might have a Sharpedo sweep here. If we do, I think I'm going to battle Yuno again. He's going to withdraw. I think he's going to go into the Nidoking, maybe. Yeah, he's going to go into the Nidoking. Actually going to sacrifice the Zoroark here as I go for the Crunch. Basically, what I think my opponent's trying to do is dwindle down my Sharpedo to the point where Entei can kill me off with an extreme speed, which makes perfect sense. It's pretty much the only thing she can do at this point. He or she, I don't know, I'm assuming it's she. In-game girl, in-game sprite is a female. The name Yuno sounds kind of feminine. I don't know. If you're a dude, I apologize, but I'm going to refer to you as a she from now on because your sprite is a she, so you know what? You're a she, in my opinion. It's just what you do. You did it to yourself! But, let's see. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. I don't think she has many options. Nidoking gets one-shotted. Faradal, which is probably going to be... Okay, it's the Rotom. This is probably her best bet, actually. I don't think I can one-shot this thing. And honestly... If I can't one-shot it, I don't want to just waste my Sharpedo. You know what, though? I can take care of the Slowking. I did bring my Scizor with knockoff this time, so let me just get as much damage as possible. Let's go for this. Let's go for the crunch. Let's go for the crunch. Get hopefully like 70% off. It should be around there. It is no defense drop, but I'm pretty sure now I'm gonna go down to a Volt Switch. Which, you know what, Sharpedo, you did plenty of work. You did plenty of work. No matter who my opponent goes into, the Sharpedo was just good. Now we don't have to have a third match. This is fantastic because it's not a sweep. Which I should have realized would never be a sweep. Gonna go out into the Nidoking now, which is gonna be a problem without my Sharpedo. I'm trying to think what's the best play here. Nidoking just has so much coverage. I have to get some residual damage off on this Nidoking. I actually, I kind of want to go for the Will-O-Wisp, but predicting the Entei, I'm going to go for a knockoff. That's what I'm going to do. I mean, no matter what, knockoff's going to be a great play. Because I'm going to live one hit from this Nidoking, no matter what. So if I can knock off the Choice Scarf, that would be fantastic. If I knock off the Life Orb, you know, that's kind of good too. Although I would love to see the Choice Scarf get knocked off. It made me feel like it's a little bit more worth it. Actually, I'm sorry, my opponent did have the Entei in our last battle. This is the same team. Gonna go for the Earth Power, which would be a 2-hit KO, but I am gonna knock off what's hopefully a Life Orb at this point. It's gonna be the Life Orb, so I'm gonna be able to live another Earth Power, which means I'm going for a Pain Split here. Because I'm sure either my opponent's gonna stay and go for another Earth Power. Gonna stay and go for another Earth Power, which I can live now because there's no Life Orb. And I'm gonna live at 5 and get a Pain Split off, which is huge. So I can't take another one, but we hurt that Nidoking a lot. A lot. Oh, actually, we can take another one after the leftovers. So we can take one more. And I think... You know what? Predicting the Earth Power at this point. Am I risky? Am I going to be risky? You know what? Yeah, let's be risky. Let's do it. Let's go out into Noivern. I think he's going to go for another Earth Power. If he predicts my Noivern and goes for the Ice Beam, so much credit. So much credit. But I think that my opponent's just going to go for the Earth Power. Does go for the Earth Power. I'm immune, and I know I outspeed because it's not Choice Scarf, so we can actually just go for some damage here. I'm just going to go for a Dragon Pulse because it will kill this thing. I don't want to take any risks and over-predict. I mean, I could go for a U-turn here, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I do not know. Kind of do wish I U-turn because I think the Slowbro is definitely coming. Slowking is definitely coming in. Slowking. Not Slowbro, Slowking. I think it's definitely coming in. But I also did not want to risk it. Okay, he does decide to stay in with the Nidoking. I do get a Dragon Pulse off. That should take him out. It does, so Mav is getting a kill here. That first turn flinch is huge. Well, second turn technically, but that flinch is absolutely ridiculously huge. Does go out into walking here, which is going to be a little bit of a problem. We are going to just go for a U-turn. We don't want my Noivern getting burned or paralyzed or anything like that. And that's going to do an okay amount for a physical attack from especially offensive Pokemon. That does a pretty good amount. And we can just proceed to honestly go on into Cofragius. Because at this point, Cofragius did what it had to do. It did what it had to do. Opponent is going to go for the Thunder Wave, Deja Vu. This is exactly what happened in our last battle. And then I got Parahaxed like 3 turns. And then I missed a Will-O-Wisp. But we are not going to go for Will-O-Wisp this time at all. We are just going to go for knockoff and get rid of these leftovers. That's all I really want to do at this point. I kind of want to go for Will-O-Wisp Hex. But with Will-O-Wisp having the opportunity to miss, let's just go for knockoff. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. It's going to withdraw, actually. Oh, man, please go into the dual blade. Goes down into Entei, but we're going to get rid of your item, which is fantastic. So that's awesome. It is the shiny Entei, which means it's probably the extreme speed one. I'm going to get fully paralyzed, though. Oh, there's no way to work around it. There's really no way to work around full paralyzation. Let's go for a pain split here. On the off chance I can live a flame charge. Oh, he's going to try to set up with his Entei. That's not good. I take that just fine. We're going to get Mummy, so no more pressure. We're not under pressure. We're not under pressure anymore. We're going to get a pain split off, which means we're going to get a decent amount of HP back. Oh my goodness. A crap ton of HP back. We're going to be almost at full health, which is great. Because, I mean, who doesn't want to be at full health? We're going to go for a knockoff here and get rid of whatever item this thing is holding. On the off chance it's a citrus berry, I don't want this Entei regaining its health back. I really can't remember if Entei was on my opponent's team. He is going to go for the Sacred Fire here. I absolutely love Sacred Fire. Such a beautiful looking move, but it's not going to be enough. We're not going to get paralyzed. We're going to get a knockoff off. We don't bring it below 50%. There goes the Assault Vest. Woo! Assault Vest Entei. So we know that it doesn't have any type of... but that's a really good set with Flame Charge. That's really, really good. But we're going to go for a Hex here to get some more damage off. I have no reason to go for Willow for Pain Split really anymore, because it's going to be below 50%. And we can just go for Hexes now. And hope that we don't get fully parried. I mean, it's funny because Cofragius actually takes down 2 of my opponent's walls, but at this point it's just getting used to do some damage. And Hex does do a good amount, thankfully, because it's going to bring it down to if I can not get fully parried on this next turn, Hex will bring Entei down where a Bullet Punch is going to take him out. So here's another Sacred Fire. Cofragius, please do not get fully parried. Thank you. Get the Hex off, which is fantastic because I'm going to be able to look at that. That's Bullet Punch range. So that is Bullet Punch from a Mega Scizor range. Even if you want to go for an E-Speed, that is fine. It's absolutely fine. We're going to let this thing die now. Let's just let it die. Just let it die. Let it die. Let it die. So Cofragius is going to go down. Which is fine. I'm feeling pretty in control right now, to be honest with you. Let's go into Scizor. A Bullet Punch will be enough to take him out, even though it's resisted. I'm going to be a Mega Scizor, so you know what? Bullet Punch is enough. Even if he wants to switch out at this point, that is fine, because Entei just does not pose a threat anymore. If he didn't have that Flame Charge, we could have gone into Typhlosion and felt much safer. But because of that Flame Charge, it would outspeed, and it could possibly carry some dangerous moves. So we're going to go for the Bullet Punch here. It should be enough to take him out. There's the Bullet Punch. This Entei is going down. My Scizor gets unscathed. Unfortunately, though, he does pass the Mummy along, which really does stink. Because what does he have left? He has Nidoking, Slow King, all these Kings, and the Dual Blade. Now, even though I have the Mummy right now, and I mean, there's no reason for me not to go for knockoff here. I'm gonna have my knockoff Scizor, and that's gonna take. Oh, it's not gonna take the Dual Blade out. All right. Well, he's gonna set up a Swords Dance, but that is fine because even though I don't have Technician, the Eviolite is gone, which means the Bullet Punch, even without Technician, is gonna be enough to take out this Dual Blade. Man, you guys gotta remember, I asked for mixed tier battles, but my opponent is bringing strictly a UU team, and much credit to Yuno for doing that. Although the last battle went in her favor very well, I think this one is tipping more towards mine, especially with that flinch. I think the Hacks guys just wanted to balance it out. It's a crit! It's a crit! It's a freaking crit! We do have the It's a Crit shirts in the link in the description below. If you do not know, there's going to be over 700 people wearing this shirt, which is amazing because you guys are freaking awesome. And the Decoder, who's on my channel, he's in that box. He designed the shirt, and it's glorious, and it's really amazing. And there's going to be over 700 of us wearing them, which is awesome. So he is going to go out into the Slow King. I'm just actually going to go for the U-turn here, even though, I mean, Technician doesn't matter. U-turn's base 65 now, so Technician is irrelevant. We're still going to get a crap ton of damage off on this thing. And I feel like my opponent is going to either go for the slack off or something or other. Either way, let's go out into our Braviary. And we can go for... Oh, he's going to go for the Scald. Alright, go straight up for Scald. I'd like if you don't burn me. Okay, he doesn't burn me. That's fantastic. I don't expect it. I'm trying to think. His last Pokemon, I think, is Nidoking. So let's just go for... Let's just go for the Thrash. Let's just go for Thrash. Let's do it. Wait, Nidoking we took... Did we take Nidoking out? I don't know, but Thrash is going to be enough. It's Stab, and I get no recoil. That's why I went for that over the Brave Bird. My hair is sticking up right now. It looks awkward as anything. But, so I like carrying Thrash. He goes into Fardol, which, oh yeah, all he has left is Rotom-Mow, which is almost dead. So this Rotom-Mow is actually Choice Scarf, I believe, and he's going to be able to take my Braviary out. And that's a dead Olympics. It's a dead Olympics. So I think we're actually going to have a 3-0. A 3-0, but in my favor this time. Because Typhlosion can just come in. We can clean this up with a nice Eruption. And I am Choice Scarf, so I am going to outspeed. And that's going to be the game. Like I said, Yuno did win the first one. I won the second one. Looks like we're going to have a tiebreaker in the future, Yuno. Definitely. Maybe we'll play just in the same tier, because I know you're using a UU team and I'm using a mixed team. But, I mean, I have some RU stuff, too, so it is what it is. Thank you so much for that battle, Yuno. I appreciate the rematch, considering the audio of the first one got messed up. I wish everyone could see it. If you have the code, Yuno, if you save that battle, let me know, and I'll post it in the description in case people want to watch it on their 3DSs. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like, rating, comment, and subscribe, because I upload videos daily. Have yourselves a good day, but above all else, keep it shady.